Hey guys, my name is Amanda and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you several DIYs that I made using Dollar Tree stickers and one calendar DIY. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube. Let's jump into it. Here's a brief preview of today's DIYs. I tried to keep them all budget friendly, quick and easy, but also very pretty. Okay, so most of these DIYs today are inspired by the creator over at DIY Beauty on Purpose. She has tons of amazing themed videos over on her channel, so definitely check her out. I'm going to have her linked below in my description box. Let's begin with this beautiful tray or decor piece. I grabbed this wooden round from the Hobby Lobby. It was $12.99 but 40% off. You can get their wood items on sale 40% off every other week. It's a great deal for such a sturdy piece. I painted mine with Waverly White chalk paint. Paint it any color you like. I grabbed this wall sticker from Dollar Tree. They actually call it wallpaper, and I traced the bottom half and cut it out. So this is what I have. I then used that as a template and cut it out again. Next, I'm going to remove the backing so my adhesive is exposed, and I'm going to place it down inside of my tray. Now it's going to be a little bit big on the edges because of how I traced it and cut it out, but I'm just going to smooth it down as much as I can, and then I'm going to carefully use my X-Acto knife to trim off any excess. This worked out really well for me and gave me a clean finish. Of course, I'm going to do this on the other side as well, and here is what this should look like. Next, I found these stickers at the Dollar Tree. It's a double-sided pack. You have your blessed family, and then you have thankful on the other side. So I'm going to remove this thankful word. Now, I'm not going to lie, this sticker was a bit tricky and kind of kept sticking to itself, but I was able to get it down. I just had to play with it a little bit, and I think it looks so cute. I was thrilled that the little greenery pieces on this sticker, or that went with this sticker, matched my wallpaper so well. So I just took a leaf and I put it on either side, and I just think that this thing is so pretty. It was super quick to make, and you could leave it just like this if you like it, but I wanted to elevate mine a step further. So I took this celery colored chalk paint by Waverly, and I just used a spongy brush and went around the border of my tray or decor piece just to add some color and really make it pop. I think that this is super pretty. Of course, if you want to seal this for more protection, you could use a spray or Mod Podge, but here's what it looks like. You could stand it up like this, like I said, as a beautiful decor piece, or you could lay it flat and display items on it. And of course, this could be customized to use different wallpaper and different colors. This next one is a very easy Dollar Tree DIY, but I think it is perfect for a kitchen or a bedroom or a bathroom, pretty much anywhere. I grabbed this sign from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be painting the inside with my Waverly White chalk paint. I'm going to kind of do a sloppy coat in there, and then I'm going to sand it really well so it looks like this. Then I'm going to use a baby wipe to remove even more paint. This is the look I'm going for. Next, I had these wall stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to pick one that I like for the middle and just place it down. It overlapped a little bit on the bottom and the top, but that was okay. I just pressed it down as well as I could, and then I took my X-Acto knife here in a minute and trimmed off the excess. Next, I chose a smaller sticker for either side that I thought complemented the larger sticker in the middle, and that is pretty much as easy as this DIY is. I think that it is so adorable, and there's a couple different things you could do here. You could take your X-Acto knife and go over your stickers where those ridges are to kind of form it in, but I liked mine just like this. Here's what it looks like. Of course, you could seal this with Mod Podge, but so quick and easy on a budget. Okay, let's talk about today's challenge. It is hosted by myself and my friend Charlene over at the Crafty Art Shack. Today's guest host is going to be Tammy from Happiness Created. These ladies are super talented and very good friends of mine. Their channels are going to be linked in my description box. You can check them out. I'm also going to have a link to our playlist so you can check out the summer decor ideas and recreations that several of my other friends have made. I feel so blessed to have so many amazing creators to draw inspiration from here on YouTube. I have a close family member of mine who is getting her very own apartment for the first time, so that is where all of today's DIYs are going to be going, and hopefully she likes them. So this piece was given to me by a neighbor. I really don't know what you call it, but I believe you could get it at pretty much any hardware store or home improvement store. I think it was used in a kitchen renovation as some type of cabinet cover. I'm sure this idea would work with a lot of different types of signs though. I'm going to paint the whole thing with Waverly White chalk paint, and here is what it should look like. Use any color that you like though, then grab a complementary color. For me, it was Ballet Slipper by Waverly, and I am going to paint the outside of this to kind of frame it with this beautiful color. I'm going to do 2 coats, and I just did it really carefully. If you need to use some painter's tape to keep your lines straight, that is a good option as well. If you find yourself making any mistakes, you can easily clean them off with a baby wipe while the paint is still wet. I'm also going to paint in this next indent here with the same color of paint carefully, just removing any excess paint with my baby wipe. And when I am completely done with that, I'm going to take these beautiful wall stickers from the Dollar Tree that I love so much and have used in several different projects, and I'm going to be using them on top of here. But first, and optional, you can take some sandpaper and just sand over to give this a lightly distressed look if you like. I did go ahead and do that, but very optional. And then I just kind of cleaned the whole thing off with a baby wipe, once it was all dry, of course, to remove any excess sawdust from the sandpaper. So here are the mentioned stickers. Absolutely love these. I'm going to take one and just place the whole peony right there in the middle of my sign. And then I am going to take the other one and I'm going to cut it in half while it is still on the backing. After I remove my halves from the backing, I can position them on here exactly how I want them. I did one piece in the top left and one piece in the bottom right. And I'm not going to worry about any overhang because I'm going to come in with an X-Acto knife, trim off any excess, and then you can also use a piece of sandpaper or a sanding sponge, which I wish I could still find at a Dollar Tree, to remove any excess that remains after you trim it off. So here is how I decided to place it. And then of course coming in with my handy X-Acto knife, trimming off the excess, and then as I mentioned, sanding off any uneven parts just to give it a nice clean look. I think this piece is absolutely stunning. I honestly kind of want to make one for myself. So if you see a piece like this and you're not sure what to do with it, here is a great idea. This was just left over from someone's kitchen renovation and I made a decor piece out of it. I coated this really well with Mod Podge to seal it, but you could use any spray sealer that you like. Here's what it looks like. I think it is so pretty. Remember, this is so customizable. Dollar Tree has tons of wall stickers that I could have used in the middle of this and also changed up the paint colors. Okay, let's move into another one. I had this sign in my stash. I believe it came from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I've had it hanging around for a while. I decided to give it new life. I taped off the inside so I could paint over that little image there or that wording there, and I used Waverly White chalk paint to do so. Here is what that will look like. I removed my painter's tape, of course, and I'm going to be using this beautiful wall sticker from Dollar Tree. I have used it in the past, but I just think it is so pretty. And again, this is a gift for someone else, so I thought it was okay to use it again. I'm just placing it down and pressing it firmly. It did overlap the bottom and top of my sign, so I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife to trim off any excess. And here is what that will look like. Of course, you could Mod Podge over this to seal it in. I'm going to be painting the edges of my sign with Waverly Ballet Slipper Chalk paint and then sanding it down a little bit to add a distressed look. And here is this quick and easy sign. I think it is so beautiful for a bedroom or a bathroom. Again, pretty much anywhere, but so quick and easy and so pretty on a budget. This next DIY is inspired by Patty Good. I recently found her channel and been obsessed with watching all of her amazing creations. I loved the middle project here that she made, so here is my take on it, a little bit different but inspired by her. I grabbed a bicycle wreath from the Dollar Tree and also a small wood round that I got in a pack from Hobby Lobby, but Dollar Tree does sell wood rounds. I grabbed a calendar page from the 2024 calendar at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add a whole bunch of glue stick to my wood round and also to the back of my calendar page and press them together. I am then going to trim around the wood round and use some sandpaper to get everything smooth. Here's what that should look like. I'm now going to flip my bicycle wreath over and add a boatload of hot glue to the back here to make sure everything is stable. I am then going to come in with some masking tape, but you could use painter's tape as well, right on top of that hot glue and press it down firmly. This will give me a very good hold that is not going to go anywhere and a nice stable piece. Here is some lemon picks that I get from Walmart and also some greenery that I buy in a garland from Hobby Lobby and just chop apart. I'm going to add some greenery on either side here at the top of my sign, and then I'm going to add in a lemon from either pick. And here is what this should look like so far. I found this beautiful ribbon at Hobby Lobby 40% off in their spring section. And I'm just going to form a bow to put on here. I like to just loop my ribbon over. Sometimes I do 2 loops on either side. Sometimes I do 3. It just depends on the thickness of my ribbon and how fluffy I want my bow. For this particular bow, I am going to do 3 loops on either side. I'm going to use a zip tie to tighten this in the middle, but you could use a pipe cleaner or twine, whatever you like. Just pull it nice and tight so that you can fluff your bow out. I'm going to glue my bow down with some hot glue. Here's what this should look like. I added a 3rd lemon there in the middle, and then I am going to be using those other lemons that I pulled off of my picks, and I'm going to kind of put one toward the left bottom and one toward the right top so they are catty-cornered and contrast. Here's what that looks like. I then filled in any empty gaps with some more greenery so both sides looked equal. And this is what I was left with. I think it is so beautiful for a kitchen. I absolutely love how it came out. So bright and cheery. Of course, you could customize this with any calendar page and any fruit that you like and that suits your decor. Next, I wanted to share an oldie but a goodie using a Dollar Tree wall stickers. I'm going to use 2 of these with this beautiful eucalyptus on them, and I am going to use 2 Dollar Tree signs and some paint sticks from Walmart. Here's the signs that I used. They were left over from fall. One of them I just cut down the middle so that I could add these 2 together to get the length that I want. So that's an option if you can't find a sign that is the right length or width that you want. I'm just going to attach these using a whole bunch of hot glue and popsicle sticks, and then of course you can cover this messy side with some brown craft paper, which is what I like to do. For the other side, I added some wood filler in that crack and painted it with Waverly plaster. I cut my paint sticks down to size to frame this out. I did miter them with my miter box, but you could just do straight cuts if that is what you wanted to do. Totally up to you. I removed these wall stickers from their backing, and I'm going to place one upwards and then the other one the opposite direction so they frame out the middle part of this sign. And here's what that should look like. Now I am going to stain my frame pieces. I only had a little bit of antique wax here in this container, so I added a little bit of water to it to make a thinner stain, and then I just brushed it onto my wood piece pieces, and I will be wiping it off. You can wipe it off with a paper towel or a baby wipe to blend it in. Next, I got my frame pieces exactly how I wanted them before hot gluing them down, but you could use a stronger adhesive like an E6000 or a super glue if you like. Again, this was my first time mitering using my miter box from Walmart, so it wasn't perfect, but I liked how it came out. If you're not comfortable with that, just leave your edges straight and it will look just as nice. I added a couple more of those little random stickers that were on the sticker sheets just to fill this in, and I think it is so pretty. I really do love this image. Next, I just added the word welcome that I printed out from my Cricut, but Dollar Tree does have letter stickers as well, so that is an option if you don't have a Cricut, and here's what that looks like. I also made several other things in the past using wall stickers. So here's an idea. You can grab a piece of wood from Dollar Tree and put a decal on either side, add a beaded hanger, and you have a double-sided sign. You can grab a Dollar Tree cutting board, paint it a couple of different colors, and add some stickers. Here's what that would look like. Next, I also did make this wreath in the past, which I loved. I added a wall sticker right over that fabric sign in the middle of the wreath. I also took cutting boards, painted them, also painted the sides, and added some wall stickers over top with a healthy coat of Mod Podge. So there are so many different ways that Dollar Tree wall decals can be used. I hope I gave you some ideas and inspiration. Thank you so much for watching today. I truly appreciate you. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. As always, giving me a big thumbs up really helps me out. And please take care, friends. I'll see you soon.